Welcome back. This is the component you want to create. Now looking at this component, this is the section view of the component and this is the top view of the component. So the total length of the component is 5.26 while the base diameter is 2.5. So we have a cut, a rectangular cut on it. The rectangular cut is 3.5 by 0.75. So you can see the 3D view of the component. So firstly, we're going to revolve this shape. Then after that, we're going to cut out this rectangular part. Then we're going to what? We're going to create this threaded hole inside it. So let's go to our inventor. So like I normally say, the first thing I always do is to create my project file. So I'll come to settings here and create, click on new. So new, next, I'll component. So it will ask for what I want to use it for, where I want to save it. So I always save my file inside the document, inventor class. So here I'll click on new. So under this new, I'll type component, which is the name of the folder, component here. I'm right. Okay, this is it. I'll click on another file and click on it. So I will ensure I have the component here. So I'll click on OK, finish. So I have it ticked here. So I'll click on done. So I'm going to create a new file. So like I said, we normally work with mm. However, looking at this, you are going to agree with me that this dimension is in inches. So for this, I'm not going to work with I'm going to work with inches. So back to inventor, uh, NGS. So I'm going to work with this standard. You can see inches. So if I want to work with this one, you can see millimeter. This one is in millimeter. So but what I want to work with is in inches. So you can see I have inches here too. So I'll create new. So after creating new, like I said, I want to revolve. So I'll click on this. So firstly, create a center line. I'll check this and draw like that line. The total height of the component is 5.26. 5.26. So draw that line. So I'm now going to make a frame of the component. I'm going to make a frame of the component. I'm not going to dimension it now. So I'll just draw it for now. Okay. If you notice my lines are in center line. They are center line. So I'm going to change it from center line. So I'll uncheck this. So it's going to change back my line to normal line. So I'll start dimensioning it to give me the shape of what I actually want. So the diameter of the top here is 1.35. 1.35. So the diameter of this list is 2. Diameter is 2. The diameter of the base here is 2.5. The total height is 5.26. Okay. Then the distance from this place to here is 4.25. 4.25. And likewise, the distance from the top here to this place is 0.75. 0.75. Enter. So what more do I need? I actually do not need anything for now. I don't need anything for now. So I'll finish my sketch. Now come to revolve. So I have a revolve. I've revolved it. So the next thing I want to do now is to cut out the rectangle. You need to cut out this rectangle. You need to cut it out. So I'll come here and select any plane. So any plane that can divide this thing into two. So I'll select this and sketch. For me to see the section uh, of this component very well, so I'll come to slice here downward. I'll slice it. So I have it here. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'll draw a rectangle. I'll make sure it's on this. Draw a rectangle. I'm looking at the diagram. The breadth of the rectangle is 0.75 and the total height of it is around 3.5. So now for the rectangle from the base is 0.5. Distance of the rectangle from the base is 0.5. Okay, I think that's all for that. So I'm done for now. Yes, it's on the center. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out from both sides. So I'm going to select this and um to cut tool, I'm going to select this. So okay, then let me select uh asymmetric. So I'm going to select asymmetric to ensure it's cut out at both ends. Sorry, okay, it doesn't work. So I think I'm okay with this. This cuts it from this side and it also cuts it out from that side, which is actually exactly what I want to achieve. So I'll click on it. So the next thing I want to achieve is the hole here, and the size of the hole I've given to be 5/8. That's 11 UN and it's a threaded hole. That's why you're seeing this icon. So I'm going to come here, click on the stop and sketch. So if I want to create a hole, I'll use dots. I prefer to use dots. So I'll come to O. So now what type of hole is it? I want a tapped hole. So I want a tapped hole. So I'm going to select this standard and the size. Yes, 5/8. Like I said, it's 5/8. So I check, is it down? Let me check. What is the size? Downward. Okay, well, even though given, so it's going to cut this through. So I can bring it down here to ensure it's going to cut through the hole. I think I'm good. We're good. So so this the top you can see it's because it's taper here. So I'm going to tell it I don't want a tapered hole. I want an ordinary. I don't want a countersunk hole. I want an ordinary hole. So I'll just click OK. So I have my thread here. So what more do I need? So what more do I need? 0.8 radius. So all other radius I'm going to have here, I'm going to put it at 0.8. So the edges, I'm going to put all the edges at 0.8, 0.08, sorry. It's going to be 0.08. So now come to fillet, yeah, 0.08. So select this edge. Let me check. Yes, we have to fillet this place too. The base was not filleted. Okay, so nearly fillet here, here, and here. So okay, so I'm going to select my material. So as usual, I always like selecting stainless steel. So my stainless steel, Control S to save components. So I've saved it. So now the next thing I want to do is to take it to drawing. and show the drawing. So now I'll click on new. If you remember, we've created a unit the other time. We created a template. So you can see this is our template here. So I'm going to use the same template. So you can see I have my name on it. So I can edit anything I want to edit here. So I can go back to the thing. So base, click on base. So bring this here. Uh, okay, okay. So I don't need this. I don't need it. This is what I want. Oh, I can bring this down. Yeah, I can bring it down. Yeah. So now let's come to annotate. So the first thing I will want to put here is the center. So put the center line, the center mark, center line, telling them hey, there is a hole here, telling them that. So let me come to dimension, the dimension. So you can see it's because my unit is in inches. So that's why it is converting it. So like I said, we always like working in inches. So let me do the overall dimension here. The overall dimension. Uh, okay. Now from here to here, I have it. Now here to here, I have the size. Here to here, I already know it. And the same thing from here to here, I already know it. I already know it. What's more? What's more? We have know the size of the height of this, and you can deduce the size of this. So okay, the radiusing. So this is size of the radiusing in mm. The same thing for this h2 mm, mm. So I can come here and put some dimensions more. I'll come here and put more dimension. The center here you can see. So but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on hole. So I'll click on this. So automatically it's going to bring out the standard. Now looking at how all these dimensions are, I actually don't like how these leaders or these things are. I'll click on edit and go back to that place where we did it that time. So click on edit, dimension, ISO. So I'm going to leave the units. I'm going to change this comma to point to period. So display, under my display, then still going to leave this like this. My text is okay. My text is okay. But my diameter, I'm going to change it to horizontal. My radius, I'm going to change it to horizontal. The notes, the leader, I'm going to change this to horizontal too. So just going to save them. You can see it has adjusted this. So I'm done with this. So the next thing for me is just to do uh the projection, tell the type of projection it is. So okay, So can move it here. So okay, finish. So come to annotate here. Center line. So you can actually put the projection there. Can type, can write it. Projection. Let's person know the type of projection you're using. So Control S, I'm saving as components. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to export as PDF. So I'll export here. So I'm going to check the option. So am I exporting all the sheets? So like I said, I will need to export all the sheets. So if you have more than one sheet, then you need to select, you need to check this. So okay. So click on save. So if I go to component here, let me check the PDF. So you can see this is my drawing. This is my drawing. And mind you, here I did not put the isometric. So I can actually come here and put my isometric. So put it shaded here. Okay. So I'm going to check this out. Then I'm going to export again. Export as PDF. Component again. So I want you to replace the former one. So then we're good. Open. So I have the isometric here. So thank you for watching.